Hey everyone, what's going on? Phoenix here, bringing you another Asheron's Call gameplay video. Today I'm going to be doing the Mukkir aspect of Grael quest. So this is how we get a Mukkir Slayer stone to add to one of our weapons. So to start this quest, I am running to... To Varetha, who is basically the flag and is going to send us on our way. The best way to get to here is to use Singularity Call Recall and then hop into the Obsidian Rim portal, which is nearby. There is also a portal tie that's nearby that my vassal uses, but I'm not 100% sure where to get that, so we're going to do it this way because I think more people are going to have access to Call Recall and then to this starting point. So yeah, it's a short run to Varetha. This quest does take you into the center of Valley of Death, which is just a whole bunch of mountains, which are very hard to traverse, but eventually we're going to be heading into the very center to Grael's chamber. And we'll see how that run goes. If you have the tie, maybe I'll try to figure out the name of it, but I'm kind of blanking on it. I'm not 100% sure where to get it, so we're just going to do it the long way, which I think it's not that big of a deal. This is another quest where you can do the flagging part, not turn in the reward and save them up to turn them in all at once, and then you only have to do the much shorter version of the quest. So we're going to talk to Varetha, who is going to give us coordinates to a shadow stone in Black Pharaoh's vault. So it's another 5-click run from Varetha. Drop my summons on those Guruks and see if they are kill tasks. I don't think they are. So the best way to get to Black Pharaoh's vault is to just run straight north and then cut east into the valley where the dungeon is. Alright, we made it to Black Pharaoh's vault. We're just going to run through. This dungeon is full of Rushk and Mukkir. This quest is restricted to level 151 plus. So, I wouldn't try to solo it at that level, but, you know, in a group, you should have no problem. You're going to run through until you get to this pit. You're going to jump down into the pit and then continue just heading east. Make a right and then a left. continue down to this split. You're going to want to bear right or west after that. Continue making your way through. Eventually we're going to come to a large Viamontian knight that we're going to need to kill, who is going to drop a... I believe he drops a key, or when you kill him the door opens. And then we're getting a shadow stone to bring back to Varetha. This part is all linear, so there's no real choices to make. All right, so we are at Commander Jared Kurth. So if you're solo or you think you're going to have trouble fighting him, he's too tall to make it out of that room into this hallway, which is kind of funny. So you can stand in the hallway and fight him, you know, if you're a ranged character, Void or War, and he just won't be able to get to you. It's kind of funny. Yeah, debuff his melee defense, maybe. There we go. My wasp doesn't seem to be hitting. I think maybe I need to... Where's the spell that debuffs the weapon's melee defense? Wheeze Folly? Yeah. Let's try using that. I think he just has a ton of health. He's got 15,000 health, so... Alright, so once you kill Jared Kurth, you're going to grab Shadow Vault Key from his corpse. You can move forward, unlock the Shadow Vault door. And then you're going to grab off this pedestal Experimental Shadow Stone. Now, if you're doing this in a larger group, you're going to have to wait around because there's only one and it takes about 30 seconds to respawn on its own. Then what I'm going to do is just Portal Recall. And run back to Varetha. Once you're back at Varetha, you're going to hand over the Experimental Shadow Stone. The Great Experiment. The Shadow Stone Blackfire worked so hard upon. This will do nicely. Alright, and then we're going to head to Grael's Chamber, which is 8 clicks away, but it's a rough 8 clicks away because you have to run through the Valley of Death. So we're gonna just head in and see how we do. So yeah, definitely go in here. You can also recall back to the Obsidian Rim portal from Call and like run west and around. It's just a longer run and you don't need, like, this is navigable. It's just a little bit difficult, so. Gonna get to the center of this circle and we're gonna just go around it. This circular mountain range. Just continuing to head north-northwest. I'm going the wrong way. This is a great place to do the kill tasks. It's the only place to do the kill tasks to get Return to the Keep. To get you the Candid Keep recall spell. So when you're running this quest, it's a good time, you know, get everybody flagged for those kill tasks and then run them concurrently. I think it works out really well. All right, so we made it to the other side of the valley. This is where it gets pretty tricky. We'll see if I don't screw it up. Yeah, I think we want to go this way. So once you get through there, you're going to want to basically head through this little valley to the southwest. And then it kind of leads you on its own up. And around back to the north again. You're basically heading to that hidden cavern portal. So from here we can jump off. We'll turn due north. Through this gap in the mountains. And then actually, I think this is where we want to go up. So what I was looking for before is this. There's like this outcrop, and there's one spot where you can get up the outcrop, which is right here. And it leads you directly to Grael's chamber. So not too bad. It might take you a couple of times to make it through Valley of Death. It is a little bit annoying to run around, but you know, after a couple of times, you'll have it down. Jump off into the center. There's going to be some big spears and Mukkir infested Blackspear Temple. That's where we're headed. So the best thing about saving up turn-ins and doing it all at once is that you are permanently flagged to go in Grael's chamber until you turn these rewards in. This is basically a shortcut to the boss. So since we don't have that, we're going to have to go through the dungeon. Actually, let me put on my trinket, which is much better. Heal up to full. All right, so from the drop, we're going to go down the ramp and we're going to make a right. We're going to go down and around. And from here, we're going to be at the entrance to this large L-shaped room where you can see there are a bunch of rocks falling from the sky. So what I like to do is just kind of watch the pattern a couple of times, wait for that first one to drop, and then once that first one drops, you can start running through. And then when you're at the other side, you're safe for a second. So we're going to continue down and around. And then you can go straight past that T into the large room. And then you're going to take the first left off the large room, which should give you a ramp down. That's how you know you went the right way there. You're going to go through these hallways into another large room. There's a ton of Mukkir everywhere. I do recommend just running through this dungeon because it's kind of nuts. We're going to take the straight exit at the end, and then make a right, and then a left. Again, when you see the down ramp, you know that you've done the right thing. Even though it goes back up, it's still the right way, I promise. And this is where it starts to get a little bit more complicated. There's a ton of options, but we're just going to make our first left. We're going to go straight. Again, down and then back up, and then we're going to make a left. And then we're going to make... No, we're going to still continue to go straight, and we're going to make a left here. Not as obvious because there are a lot of different up and down ramps, but that is the best way to do it. When you get to a large pit, you'll know that you've done it right. This is actually a really cool room. Maybe we can get a better view from the other side, but you're going to want a full jump across. Pretty cool. Bunch of different platforms to jump from if your jump's not that good. Now, there's one platform lower, but that's not the right way. You want to make it across to the one with the spears on it. You can overjump it, it doesn't matter, you'll hit the wall. And that's the Blackspear Temple. Mukkir infested Blackspear Temple. And then Grael's Chamber. The drop to Grael's Chamber is safe, so you can go in without worrying about it. Then we're just going to run around. And we'll get to this point, and if you use your keys, that whatever your hotkey is to find monsters, you'll find Mukkir aspect of Grael. So you can go here, you can vuln him safely. You can use your summons to start picking away at him. But I am going to jump down because it's way more fun that way. Right in the face of a really cool looking boss. He will dispel debuffs, so just keep that in mind. It's a really good idea to use something like Target HUD to, keep track of if he's buffed or not. I really should have put on my Mukkir Slayer. Like, what else do I have it for? Oh, crap. Don't die. Ooh, that was so lucky. I don't know what he tried to cast at me, but I really appreciate him taking the time to wind up on that one. That's what I get for trying to be fancy and switching wands and... I really deserve to die on that one, but I'll take it. All right, so once you kill the boss, you're gonna loot Shard of the Black Spear and Shadow Chest Key, and head into the trophy room. You can use the Shadow Chest key on any of the ancient reliquaries in here for a guaranteed rare crystal. I got a Deception, of course, and a MMD trade note and some other random loot. And then from there, you can Portal Recall again, which will take you back to outside the Obsidian Rim. You'll run back to Varetha and turn in the Shard of the Black Spear for your rewards, which are, well, if you watched my live stream from Enlightening, I turned in about 12 of these, but the rewards are 275 million experience, 20,000 luminance, a Mukkir Aspect Slayer title token, and the Blackspear of Mukkir Strength, which is a housing item. And then you have to go to Ayin Bakur, to the same NPC where we did Splitting Grael, if you watched that video. I'll show you that real quick. Which I also showed this off in my live stream. So I do recommend checking that out as well. That's saved on the channel too. So the title token comes to Hoshar Ibn Jalak, and they will give you the Greater Mukkir Slayer Stone, another 100 million experience, and a title. You're supposed to be able to give back this the Mukkir Slayer token, but currently on the emulator that's not working properly. So hopefully that'll get fixed at some point. That's an extra 20 million experience out. Between all the different turn-ins, this is worth almost 400 million experience total. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please press that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Bye.